Are you struggling to conceive and starting to feel overwhelmed? And maybe you're thinking, should I be doing IVF? Is IVF what I'm looking for? Is IVF what I need? If that's the case, then this episode is for you. So come on, let's go. And welcome to the Fertility Godmother Show. Hi, I'm Denise Noyer-Arez. I'm your host and I'm your fertility godmother. And I help women and couples get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have healthy babies by using my 5-step system. And today I just wanted to share with you a little bit about IVF, because IVF, in my opinion, is not a first resort. It's definitely something that you want to put on a last resort, except there's 4 reasons why you would want to go directly to IVF. And that being said, when you're doing IVF, you still need to do preconception care and make sure that you and your partner are as healthy as possible before you conceive. And that often gets overlooked. So the 4 things where IVF is absolutely necessary and is such a blessing is if you have blocked fallopian tubes, if both of your tubes are blocked. Now, if you have one tube that's open, you can still get pregnant naturally, and yet maybe a consideration of you doing IVF or not. But if your both tubes are blocked, then it's such a blessing because it really will give you that opportunity to get pregnant and carry a baby. The second reason that IVF I think is amazing for is if both partners have a genetic disorder that can be detrimental to the baby. And in that case, they have this genetic testing where they can test the embryo and then they can implant the healthy embryos into your body so that you can have a healthy pregnancy. I think that is such a blessing. The third thing that IVF is really important for is for male factor infertility. If your male partner does not have a lot of sperm or doesn't have enough of the proper shape, or they don't swim properly in the right direction so that they can fertilize the egg naturally, then doing something like IVF is so incredible because you're able to bypass that and they can fertilize the egg for you, allowing you to have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. And a 4th reason to go directly to IVF would be for gender selection. If you really want a particular gender, then IVF can help you. And that's the only way that can really guarantee that you are getting the gender that you want, if that's your choice. Another reason to do IVF is if you've been trying for years and it just hasn't happened yet and you're just feeling frustrated and you just want some additional help, IVF can be an amazing tool for you for that as well. But again, I really want to emphasize how important it is to get your body for both your partners, because fertility is a couple's issue and it's really important for both of you to get as healthy as possible before you try to get pregnant, and you do the full course of at least 3 to 6 months of making sure that you are as healthy as possible. IVF is an amazing gift, and sometimes I think we go there too fast based off of fear. So it's really taking the time to understand why you're doing IVF and do you really need to do IVF, and then making sure that if you choose it, that you are ready and as healthy as possible so that you increase your chances of getting pregnant, staying pregnant, and having a healthy baby. So a quick recap: reasons that you should absolutely do IVF is if you have blocked fallopian tubes, you have a genetic disorder and you're both carriers and you want to make sure you don't pass it down, there's a really potent male factor of infertility that you need to bypass, or for gender selection. And then of course, if you just feel like you've exhausted all your sources and you just want to go down there for very personal reasons, there is no shame in doing IVF. The only thing I want to really emphasize again is it's so important to still do your preconception care and get both of you as healthy as possible before you get pregnant. So I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want additional help or support and guidance on if you should do IVF, or if you want to try to find those underlying reasons of why you haven't gotten pregnant yet, go ahead and click the link in the description below and sign up for a clarity session. Until next time, I'm Denise Noyer-Arez, your fertility godmother, wishing you a healthy, happy pregnancy.